2 weeks ago, the foreign ministers of European Union countries discussed the first draft of the EU's very first military strategy. This document, called the Strategic Compass, has been 2 years in the making. It proposes that the EU have the ability to deploy up to 5,000 troops in a crisis situation by the year 2025.
In this context is when I propose on the Strategic Compass text to develop a European Union rapid deployment capacity that would allow to swiftly deploy modular forces up to a certain number that we put on 5,000 troops. We have to increase our industrial capabilities to produce the tools and means that we need in order to be at the forefront of the technology of the new warfare.
This rapid deployment capacity, as the document calls it, would have the whole range of land, air, and sea capabilities. The European Union has gone on military operations before. The most notable of these has been their ongoing anti-piracy mission off the Horn of Africa. In this operation, the EU arrested pirates and destroyed their vessels. This mission has helped provide safe passage for cargo ships for years. Yet those operations required unanimous consent of all EU countries in order to be launched. Unless everyone agrees, then no operation can be deployed. Past attempts to deploy European soldiers at very short notice have been met with failure. Since 2007, the EU has had a rotating group of 1,500 soldiers, called the battle groups. However, due to political and financial obstacles, these have never been deployed. In 1999, the EU proposed a rapid reaction force of up to 60,000 soldiers to be operational by the year 2003.
And the other thing is that in the year 2003 is the year that we will have the complete capability of deploying the 60,000 troops.
Again, this never materialized. However, the European Union is exploring a more flexible process of decision-making. According to Article 44 of the EU's treaty, a small core group of countries can go on an EU military operation much faster than they could through the EU's normal procedures. All 27 EU countries would still have to sign off on the operation. Nevertheless, those who do not want to participate would be encouraged to abstain during the voting process instead of blocking the whole operation. For reasons discussed in another video, many theologians and Bible scholars expect the rebirth of the Roman Empire immediately prior to the second coming of Christ. Furthermore, many well-known theologians believe that this may be taking place in the European Union. The final ruler of the end-times Roman Empire is called the Antichrist. The Bible is abundantly clear that the Antichrist will have the power to wage war in the end times. Daniel 11:36-45 describes his obsession with military strength. Revelation 13 also talks about how people will be in awe of the Antichrist's military power, saying, "Who is like the beast, and who can fight against it?" Revelation 17 describes how 10 of the Antichrist's allies will ultimately give their national sovereignty to him, especially as it relates to their military power. This transfer of sovereignty enables the Antichrist to launch a surprise attack against a powerful coastal city, codenamed Babylon. Which brings us back to the EU's proposed joint military force. Article 44 allows for a small core group of able and willing EU countries to deploy troops a lot faster. Under this article, they are given the freedom to decide how the operation will be managed. This sounds a lot like Revelation 17, where a group of 10 kings freely give their sovereignty to the Antichrist, especially as it relates to their ability to wage war. It remains to be seen if this new proposal will materialize, or if it has any relationship to Bible prophecy. However, short time or long, Jesus will return. We must be watchful and ready for that day, as he says in Revelation 22. Behold, I am coming soon, bringing my recompense with me, to repay each one for what he has done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end.